What is going on, everybody? It is Kevin of Base Legend, and here we are checking out the Quinfall. It's an MMORPG, and personally one that's been on my list that I'm pretty excited to check out. So let's dive right into it. Shout out to the developers for sending over a copy of this one for us to check out. Let's just get right into it here. So picking our server, obviously MMO and stuff like that, so we got to make sure everything's good. I'm going to focus mostly on the PvE. And you guys know me. Oh yeah, let's just dive into these samples right here. No need for a character creator. It does look pretty robust though, and it looks like you can do a lot of stuff, including how vascular your character is. Oh my god, let's make this dude as vascular as possible. Oh, that's just hang on, full face. Increase the vascularity. Body, intensity. Oh, so veiny. Okay, anyway, let's just go back over here. Let's just grab this dude. Little barbarian looking dude. There we go. That works. All right. Character name, Base Legend. But you know how it is. We're probably going to put a helmet on this dude, or at least some type of head covering, so I'm not too worried about what he looks like. All right. We got everything ready to go. Let's just check it out. Let's dive into it. So I love MMORPGs. Oh, interesting. In the meadow biome, the vegetation decreases by 25% in the autumn and 50% in the winter. Don't forget to adjust your stocks accordingly. That's very unique. I wonder kind of how in depth any of the like base building mechanics are, because I didn't really see that much about base building on the Steam page. But again, this game just kind of appealed to me personally, and so I figured we'd go ahead and check this one out here. All right. It's a pretty looking game. That is for sure. It is definitely a pretty looking game. All right, so here we are in the Quinfall. You can see the health value instantly here. You hit 0, you die. Magic power, stamina value, experience value at the bottom. Drag your skills and available materials. Pretty basic MMO. Got a compass at the top, map on the right. What's this, chat? As chat. All right, cool. And then game settings, content menu. There's a lot of things in the content menu. Okay, we'll play with that. There's ships. Okay. All right. Inventory, stats. I love when games do tutorials like this. And the reason being is because they just let you kind of blast through everything and get into the game. And so pretty cool. You can follow the levels to upgrade the type of weapon you use and unlock new skill points when you get to each level. That's pretty cool. I focus mainly on sword and shields or magic in these games. Create and manage a clan. Pretty cool. Is this the map? Whoa, that's a pretty big map. Kind of looks like a lot of it's going to be accessible. Wonder if these islands are going to be accessible. But yeah, really cool. Interesting. Next, markers on the map. Filter the markers on the map. Are you going to let me do it now? No? Okay. All right. Time for action. Interface options, character movement, treat it as 2 different modes. So action to control. I see what it is. So that locks your character in control. Okay. That's kind of a fun little approach to it. All right. So it looks like this is just the training module. So we're just kind of exploring a little bit. Roll. That's a good one to know. And then B to walk. Is that a hold? No, we can just walk. Look at this. Look at it's actually like pretty gorgeous. I knew it was from some of the trailers, but this is just a gorgeous looking game. Let's test out our sword combat here. Power attack. That was cool. And what are we rocking here? Okay, so we got the red sword of heroes. It looks like we also got some other weapons here that we can play with. A staff. Hang on. Life staff and an elite staff. Let me see what happens with this life staff here. Or no, this is the elite staff. That's kind of cool. And then, did I have any other staffs? No, I have arrows, sword, shield. Let's try magic for a little bit. Let's try to rock with the magic side of things for a little bit. You know, have a little bit of fun here. Looks like this is going to be our first enemy. Not too shabby. Okay. Awesome. What's going on here? Anything going on here? No? Keep sprinting. Can I pick anything up yet? No, still in training module, so no. Figure we might as well keep doing that. There's a button up in the top there that says exit from tutorial, but I kind of want to just play this one out because it seems like it's not going to be that much longer. I don't know, I'm just getting that vibe. Okay, hang on. Unlock a skill for the weapon you're using and drag it to the shortcut bar below. Okay, so staff. Arcane or fire? Arcane, fire. Shorter cooldown, less magic power, 80% magic damage. Each additional point gives 5. Think I'm gonna have to go with this vortex, this magic vortex one, just because it does area of effect damage. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like that. Back it up. Nice. Okay. Got some loot here. Starting to figure out the combat mechanics. It's gonna be weird pressing control to do that. Normally, like, that's on the opposite end of the keyboard at like the period key or something like that. But either way, I do like this. Okay, hang on. Bending. All right, so this is your crouch key, is G. Awesome. Then jump. Figured that one out. More so I read what it was. You know how that goes. All right, so I guess now we need to climb this. Look at that. I wonder if I can increase the speed of my climbing. That seems like a very inefficient way to climb up vines too. Just kind of like hop, hop, hop. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Seems like it could be a little bit more efficient there. Maybe he's never climbed anything before. You know, maybe that was his first time. All right, what's going on here? Intro scene. All right, so now I can choose a bonus from each section. You know, I'm gonna have to pick PvE points, max stamina, yeah. Let's do hunting experience and wood cutting. Love that. Probably should have done alchemy, being a magic caster and all of that, but you know how it goes. Sometimes you just need to play it. Play it for what it is. Portal fees are depending on your weight and the distance traveled. Man, could you imagine if like that? It's teleportation. I don't understand why you have to pay a bigger fee if you're heavier. I don't understand that one, but either way. All right, so here we are. What up, Captain Thorn? Let's talk to this dude. Okay, easy enough. So equip the fishing rod. Just gotta go down to the shore here and do it. Should be easy enough. All right, so inventory, fishing rod. Hang on, starter support package. Yeah, that's some nice stuff. What's this? Is that a pet or a costume for a pet? It won't let me do anything to it, and I don't know where to put it, so I'll have to figure it out. There we go. All right, we'll work on what this Midnight Seer is, but all right, in the meantime, we'll equip this fishing rod. Okay, easy enough. And then there's auto fishing. Let's do auto fishing. So drop filter. Now let's just even if it's just garbage, I'll pick up the garbage. Yeah, just let this kind of hang out for a minute. Did I get a message? When did I get a message? No. It's just, that's the PM system. Okay. Catching my first fish. Regular fishing is more profitable than auto fishing. That makes sense. But either way, let's just try this auto fishing one more time. Get it all the way up here to the top. And if I haven't caught anything at the end of it, we'll try regular fishing. Let's see. Anything? You gonna give me anything here? Summon mount. Do I have a mount? I don't think I have a mount. Hey, caught a fish. Okay. All right, so that's actually like the straight up the time it takes to catch a fish with the auto fish mode. All right, so now I can go back to Captain Thorn. What up, Captain Thorn? Are you gonna take the fish that I just took? Whoa, did not mean to run through you. Cool. Got some health and magic potions. Watching the skies. Oh wait, that's okay. This is the quest. So now we gotta meet this dude here. Why do I need to talk to you? Get some health potions. Okay, so let's find the potion master here. My guess is it's this guy with the potion over his head. That would make the most sense. Elixir master. Nice. Buy one of them. These as well. Captain Thorn wants to see me again. Let's go talk to this dude. What up, dude? First pet. Yes, please. Do I get to pick one? Oh, I do get to pick one. I'm going with the wolf. I bet that's probably the most popular one is the wolf. So yeah, that's what I'm guessing. All right, pet keeper is up this way, so that means that we're gonna go up this way. Head over this way. I want my wolf. What up, pet caretaker? Yeah, nice. In the Quinfall universe, pets are divided into two categories: enchanters or enhancers and gatherers. Pets can have different appearances and they can level up and grow through evolution. Interesting. I press the I key, right click on the pet in your inventory to summon it, then H to summon your pet. Cool. So there's my new wolf. Ooh, hang on, we got a bunch of stuff. Okay, so there's our wolf summon. Nice. Look at our little friend here. What up, dude? Oh, he's just like right next. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. All right, press the I key in your inventory, right click on a pet food item in your inventory. Hungry pets cannot collect stuff. Okay, easy enough. Pet food? Is this the pet food? The simple bait? Yeah, there we go. All right, got it. You can eat that too. That was exciting. Now can I use this? Hang on, H, costume. Yeah, look at that. Look at that dude now. My wolf is now this like spotted seer. That's awesome. That makes me happy. What's this? This is shiny. Normal luck essence. Okay. Don't need it right now. I wonder if they have problems with me doing magic in the city here. All right, let's go. Do we need to go back to Captain Thorn? Is that what it is? What up, other player? Dude just got a B. All right, meet the blacksmith. All right, so hang on. I'm rocking a staff, so let's go ahead and grab these down here. Smith, back this way. Up. Do we got to go up? No, he's down. Okay. What up, friend? Cool. Do we have anything to repair? No. Okay. Oh, we repair the weapon with depleted durability. Hang on. So how do I do this? You can drag or right-click items in your inventory over here. So there it is. That's the one with depleted durability. And then we'll repair. Let's use these. Now we got the money. Let's use the money. Cool. Wow, I'm already level 4. Any more points? Nope. Unused? No. Okay. Back to this dude. What up, Thorn? After the horse. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Finally get ourselves a mount here. Like that. Looks like we gotta go up for this. I love how you can run through the guards. They react to you. Like, people will react to you running through them, but they don't, like, stop you, you know? There's no collision there. All right, what up, Mount Caretaker? What am I supposed to do? Buy a lasso? Is that what it said? Got it. Taxes. All right, practice on a wooden dummy. So let's get our lasso out. All right, so here's the wooden dummy. There we go. All right, don't understand that. Let's try to figure this out again. No idea what that is. Guess we're waiting for a green? Get it. Okay, I get it. Yeah, that's tricky. There it is. Okay. All right, sounds good. And then to summon the mount, press the I. Then right click on this and then P key to summon it. Beautiful. All right, so before we move on, I do want to head back down to the blacksmith and see if I can repair this other one. Feel a little dumb about repairing the life staff instead of this one. I do have like a repair part if I don't have the money, but it looks like we have the money. Okay. All right, inventory, you get on my oh wait, am I not level 5 yet? I'm not level 5 yet, I'm level 4. Okay. We're almost at level 5 though. So I guess next up is equip your horse with the mount equipment. Probably should have done that. That is pets. Hang on, which one is mount? J. J is mount. Equipment, and then we got to put the stirrups on, and then we'll put on some horseshoes and I guess a saddle. Nice. Let our horse eat up a little bit there. All right, so there we go. There are multiple ways to travel quickly. One of them is auto travel. Press the M key, mark a yellow point on the path closest to where you want to go. Click the auto run button. Let's try that. It kind of sounds fun. Whoa. Map definitely changed a little bit here. A little bit more detail. All right, so a lot of hunting stuff here. Where do we want to go? Do we want to head to this next town? Is that what you're telling me? House for rent there. All right, let's go ahead and put in a new marker. Guess that didn't work out. There we go. So now if I leave my map, yep, okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty legit that it lets you just kind of run like that. I like that. All right, hang on. Cancel the auto run here. Stop. Because I just hit level 5, which means that we can get this really nice staff hooked up. There we go. Okay, cool. With that being said, what am I supposed to do? I'm still supposed to talk to Captain Thorn? Hang on. Let's go back here. So first of all, nope, don't want that. How do I get rid of that? Okay. Yeah, it looks like we actually do have to get back into the city here. Captain Thorn needs us still. You know we're not going to bail on Captain Thorn. Wonder if there's fall damage. MMOs are really hard to like work with fall damage, so I'm just curious. All right, what up, Thorn? Can I talk to you while I'm on my horse? Can. All right, what do we got? Land in neutral zones and Ration Gardens. Harbor Commander Thorn calls you to his side, explains dark forces have infiltrated the land, asks you to practice combat with some dummies. Get these books of staffs down here. Should be pretty easy to figure it out. Kind of weird that they're not in my inventory though. Whatever. Alright, so... Alright, we're heading out front here. Not too shabby. Alright, let's get off this mount here. And then just gotta hit them. Is that what it is? Okay. Then we just gotta use our skill point here. Ooh, so we can either do Fire Path or we can do Sorcerer's Respite. New skill. Let's do a new skill here. And then, ooh, another new skill. Yeah, just keep that coming. Alright, let's try out these new skills before we head on. Oh, that's pretty nifty. I like that one. That's cool too. The cooldown's not that great on it, but okay. I want to see this one in action. Okay, so slow build up, but it does a lot of damage. Alright, so we gotta talk to this dude. Observe the camp. Gear. So let's see, we got forest armor. I guess, I mean, it doesn't really block me out from using like heavy armor for magic from what it looks like. And so let's go ahead and get that stuff done and not use these books. I'll have to figure out a way to use those books. All right, anyway, on arena battle, capture the flag. No, not bothering with that. All right, let's get our mount and let's head on over to this camp over here. I'm no longer in a safe zone. Always exciting. It is a pretty game. Like it is a very beautiful looking game and I'm pretty impressed with it so far. Like for MMOs, it's a lot of times you get in there and they just overwhelm you with everything. Because I mean, let's be honest with you, MMOs are some of the more intricate games that have ever been created. And so yeah, it's kind of, ooh, look at that peacock. Like you see this peacock right here? See this peacock I'm about ready to shoot? That's a good looking peacock. Yeah. I need a hunting knife. Now I feel a little bad about killing that peacock. Sorry. You can't summon your mount for 15 seconds after you've been in combat. It looks like we'll leave that peacock alive. Whoops. All right, there we go. Summoning our mount now. That's kind of cool. Like as soon as combat breaks, you gotta wait a little bit before you can mount up. All right, so here we go. Whoa, lots of dudes in this area. Head over this way. I don't know if I can break line of sight, but nice. Got myself a sunflower. Okay, so we just got some new armor. Let's go ahead and equip said armor. Look at you. Is there a reason why I'm not getting my head? I feel like my mount, or my helmet should be on my head. Gameplay. No. HUD settings. No. Well, it's not like a big deal or anything like that if my helm doesn't show. But personally, I'm a big fan of having our helms show, you know? Alright, whatever. Let's go shoot these dudes in the face. Come on, dodge that attack. No stamina right now. Cool. Yeah, there we go. Slowly starting to understand the combat a little bit more here. And I do like kind of how the dodging is set up. That's something that a lot of games, especially MMOs, you kind of just got to sit there and take your hits. You know what I mean? This game, not as much. Alright, so it says that I have to disarm the traps here. I'm not even looking for any traps, so I should start working my way closer to the base here. I love how these dudes aren't even like gonna aggro on me. Like I'm basically getting a kind of free pass to just get my experience up here. Let's get this 2 right here. These berserkers have some crazy armor on them. Almost an impressive amount of armor on this dude. Come on now, break them. There we go. Took long enough. All right, so it looks like we can just kind of run past these dudes. Like they're not gonna just aggro on me. And so let's just run past them and kind of spare myself the headache. It's kind of crazy that they're just letting me up here to do this. I wonder if they're gonna aggro as soon as I do this. No? Okay. All right. Kind of random. But like I don't know if I was an enemy in this camp and like some random dude who was not part of us just walked up here and was just like, all right, I'm gonna just disable 3 of your traps and then go home now. Seriously? Now I have to kill these dudes? That's not fun. At least I'm close to these battle plans. Wait, those aren't the battle plans. All right, so it sees the battle plans from the creatures in this area. That's what it is. Let's go ahead and collect some of these plants while we're in here. Some sycamore wood. All right, well, if that's the case, let's make this as easy as possible for myself. Nice. All right, well, we got 2 of the battle plans right there. That was pretty convenient. Yeah, I need to get those guys in the back there, bring them closer. Yeah, there we go. You know, now that I'm actually like understanding some of these attack patterns that you can do with the character, all right, I'm avoiding the berserker or like what that thing is. Yeah, I guess that 3-star berserker. That dude was just crazy big. Don't want to deal with him. All right, look at that. Still haven't found the monster or the plans that we need. That's kind of the big part of this. What up, friend? Don't mind me. Just gonna kind of like, I just got the last battle plan right there. Fantastic. Level 8 already. That's what I also appreciate about MMOs. They're super instantly gratifying when you're playing them the first time. Cake. All right, so we got all that done. I guess we got to destroy the champion now. Where's the champion? Over there. Where's your champion? Where's your hero now? My guess is further back in the... Oh, there he is. That's annoying. All right, well, let's just get it done. Oh. Wow, actually went down a lot easier than I thought. Cool. Ooh, fire shield. Feel like we should upgrade some of these skills. Yeah, whatever. Fire shield, arcane field, meteor strike. Let's just get the rest of the fire abilities here. Shall we test them out? Whoa, that was kind of nifty. Probably should have seen what it does. All right, what's this one do? That was pretty aggressive. I like that. Definitely enjoy that one. All right, and then 6, Meteor Strike. Oh, that's an aggressive one. I like that. Okay, all right. The Harbor Guard has received some news, so it looks like we got to get back to the Harbor Guard now, I guess. Yeah, let's get on the map here. So that's where we're heading, is over this way. Get back over this way. Let's auto run this one. I like that mechanic. So you just put that, wait, no, you put that. You must be on a path to do auto running. Okay. Apparently I'm not on a path. All right, let's get our horse. And we're out. So pretty exciting. I'm curious. I mean, like, obviously we're in the starting area, so I don't really expect like hard enemies or anything like that. But I'm surprised that those guys didn't just aggro on me when I was walking near them. Either way. All right, let's go turn this one in. Ooh, we have mail. Let's check our mail. Got ourselves a little achievement here. Got ourselves a simple sickle. Exciting. All right, we've claimed all that, so we're good to go. All right, onward. Ooh, shiny thing. Let's go look at the shiny. What happened? What's this? Something that I can mine if I had a pickaxe or something like that. All right, well, get down to this Harbor Guard here. Hi, friend. How you doing? The secret of teleportation. New staffs, please. Okay, teleport or use auto walk to Meadow and talk to the scout Endor. Okay, so that is where we're heading. Is this major? I guess this is a major city over here. Nice. Not gonna fast travel. My God, that is expensive fast traveling. Auto run. So it looks like it's a 2-minute drive. So in the meantime, I'll give you my opinions on this one so far. I like it. It's fun. It reminds me of Elder Scrolls Online when I first started playing Elder Scrolls Online, but there isn't that like combo attack mechanic that you needed to learn to make Elder Scrolls Online work. I'm really intrigued by the hunting. Because, like, as you see, as we, like, travel by some of the animals here, different, like, icons are popping up above their head. Like, some of them are getting alerted to me. Some of them are being, like, not. Like, that was, like, a level 3 rabbit, and we just passed a level 1. And so I'm really, intrigued about a lot of the aspects of this game. It's just a matter of kind of investing the time into an MMO, because MMOs, I mean, it's an investment. Every single time that I've gone to actually play an MMO, if I have not been able to invest like 10, 20 hours into it a week, I feel like I get so far behind and I can never keep up with the events and the level caps and the dungeons and things like that. Really cool game, but one thing that I do want to point out is there is a very active chat in this game. When I'm seeing players left and right, like that other person that just passed me on the path here, it seems like it's a very populated game for being one that I personally hadn't heard of in like ever until just the other month. But either way, I really enjoy it so far. I'm gonna try to see how far I can take this. Might do it on a live stream in the next couple of weeks here, but it's just been kind of a non-stop busy time for me just with the past months and making stuff happen. So I wanted to check this one out on a video and just kind of get my first impressions of it, going through like the tutorial. Man, it's got Middle Earth vibes to it. Like, do you guys remember Lord of the Rings Online? Is that still a game? Like, are the servers still up for LOTR Online? Because this definitely has that like Lord of the Rings feel to it. Either way, I think it's gorgeous. Like, I think it's a really, really well put together game. See, that turtle just gave me that exclamation mark. I'm intrigued by that one. But anyway, looks like we are now here at, what was this city called? Meadow is the name of it. So here we are at Meadow. And then we got to talk to this guard over here. No, just go this way. You don't need to go around. All right, so here we are at Meadow. Check out this quest board. Ooh, so look at this. Just got creature hunter, hunting. Super chill. All right, so we got to talk to the scout right here. Cool. And then find the potion master again. I guess I could just open my map. Find him. Oh, he's all the way over there. Okay, probably easy. Just look for the icon on the screen. There we go. Nice. All right, now back to her. Get it done. Okay, so talk to the market officer now. Oh, we're gonna learn about like sales and like the stock market and stuff. Yeah, okay. That's pretty cool. I was definitely intrigued about this because anytime that there's like an exchange inside of a game, playing with that economy is a really exciting aspect of it for me. Okay, easy enough. Examine the quest board. quest board has been examined. Level 10 over here. All right, cool. So let me just talk to the shopkeep. So I have a feeling I will be returning to this on a live stream in the very near future. So give me your thoughts down here in the comments. If you guys are intrigued by Quinfall, we'll definitely do it on at least one live stream in the near future. But either way, guys, thank you very much for hanging out with me and watching this video here today. If you are interested in the Quinfall, check out the link down there in the comment. That is probably the best thing to do if you want to go check out the game for yourself. Looks like that's our next location all the way over there. All right, y'all, but that's it for me. Thank you guys so much. This is Kevin for Base Legend. You guys have a great rest of your day.